China. Oh, bubble wrap. One hand, I can start to see it. Nope, needs more scissors. I got bubble wrap for months, and months, and months. No, I'm not gonna. Man, okay. There it is. So, first I will tell you that they sell lots of these things online. They are called nendoroids, I believe. This is my very first one, which is Kirito from Sword Art Online. How do you say that name with an English accent without sounding funny? Kirito. 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 Carrots. Oh. So, they sell lots of these online. They are often somewhat expensive. And that is if you get the Japanese version, although this one specifically is a made in China one, as I showed on the box down there. It says made in China. I don't really want to let that focus. So, these ones are cheaper, but people often worry about the quality of these ones. And so I will go ahead and let you know a little bit about that, but what I read online was that these are a bit shinier because they're made of a different plastic and some of the details aren't quite as great. But for like $40 less, I'm okay with that. Is this light too bright? Let's see if I turn it off. That is hot. How's that? Okay, so you see with this, they also replicated the box. It seems to be a bit smashed in the mail. I mean, you can see little bits of bulges, but since it's not an original to remake, I suppose that doesn't matter. I'm going to turn the light back on. Man, that is hot. Ow. Okay, so I'll stand up and it's all reflective. So they remade the box with the original language stuff on it, so obviously this is all I can read. But yes, there it is. It says Nendoroid. There's the front of the box to anyone who cares. See if I can get there. We go. I like how when I look at boxing videos or unboxing videos, I get annoyed at people fidgeting around with it, but now I completely understand them. Here you have the side of it. Also says Nendoroid series. Kirito. Kazuto Kirigaya. More words I can't read. It's from the Good Smile Company, apparently. Does not come with the Asuna one, though. I'm okay with that. Other side, I believe, is just the same. Looking too much at my camera, though. You got the top of the box and the bottom of the box. So let's get to opening up this thing. Again with the scissors. Yay. That didn't work. Why is it not working? Oh. Now he's gone. He is logged out. Put this in a safe place on the floor. For now. And so there. And we got some plastic, some tape, which means more scissors. I'm coming to save you. More scissors. Huzzah! It appears it came with a nice little plastic film over it. Don't know why, but that's nice. I see a stand for aerial acrobatics. I should probably look at when I'm looking at it with the camera. It's neato. And the pieces. It appears that we have something that was right there that I don't see anymore. Of course, there's another one right here, so I'm assuming that's how the box was attached. So we have the Dark Repulsor, we have a Health Potion, we have a Kirito, we have a Elucidator, and Elucidator using a sword skill. This is not another Dark Repulsor. This is the same thing. You can see the hilt on it is the same. So it is using a sword skill. We have the Ragu Rabbit. Nice and cute. That is a very nice addition. We have a bent arm with no hand. We have a bent arm with a hand, probably for holding things, it would appear. I see a little dot in his hand, but that might come out. We'll see in a minute. A extended arm with a hand. We have a couple different hands. See, this one appears to be open. This one's in a fist, and another fist, so one of those is probably for holding things. We have a bent leg. See, we have another facial expression, and another facial expression. Along with that, we have the sheaths for his swords, and it comes with extra swords that go in them, that connect together, and I wonder if it comes out. I'll see in a minute. First of all, let's get him off of this. Pieces, parts everywhere. Pieces, parts. Right off the bat, the very first thing that I notice is he is hard to stand up, which is probably the reason there is a stand. If you want to stand him on the floor, it seems to be hard. His legs are posable, and so is his head and arms, so he's quite posable. I really should have gotten my tripod out. I apologize. See if I can just set it. Alrighty. So, I think he looks pretty great. If you look at, as far as quality goes, I guess before I go on to what he can and can't do, I can see details on his coat are a little hit and miss. I mean, they're there. They're not very vibrant. On the sides here, if I move his arm out of the way, I can definitely see some, get my hand out of the way, a bit of like almost smearing on it, which I'm not sure. I can definitely see how the plastic is cheaper here. I just can't get this in a very good light. So there's that. This is pretty resilient when you press on it. His hair looks a bit dusty, or just like has just little bits of stuff on it. I mean, it doesn't really look completely clean. It feels like a hard plastic. Let's take a look at the back here. It just kind of overall has this unclean feel to it, like someone could have gone over it with something just to clean it up a little bit. Let's see. I really like the head movements here. That's really nice and really neat. So I come from the position of how I don't have too many friends that I see often or invite over to the house, and so just as a personal thing to see around the house, I'm very happy with it already. This is amazing. As far as the eyes, I think is something I wondered about when I was looking this up. They aren't stickers, I don't think. If they are on there very good. Sorry, I should keep looking at the screen here. So I guess that would be better to see on one of the pieces that isn't in use right now. Try to get my HD camera for you, but yeah. If I rub my finger over this, I don't feel the bump of a sticker, so it's really neat. Let's see, so I can move his legs. You can see some joints in there a little bit. It's kind of hard to see, I guess, because it's black, so it goes up and down, and I can twist it left and right. So if I really wanted to, I could get him to stand up, but he's actually surprisingly heavy. If I hold this in my hand, I would relate this to a little bit heavier than a tennis ball, maybe. I don't know. Well, let's see. I used this back when I did clay stuff. It would make it look shiny. I don't know what it actually is used for. It says nail lacquer. I don't know what that is. But, yeah, about the same weight. So, let's see. How hard is it? Apparently not very hard. Oh no, he's dead. So that came off pretty easy, although not easy enough for it to fall off if I turned him upside down. It won't come off. I had to pull it off. So that's neat. Now it's definitely lighter. It doesn't appear that his coat comes off, which is fine. His arms come off as well. And his legs come off into several pieces. I'm surprised. So here's, I guess his coat does come off. You just have to take him off of it. But yeah, look at this. There's one leg that attached like this, and then the other one I pulled off, this came off with it. So you can pull the joints out individually. And then that's what the extra limbs are for, such as this bent leg, so that I could put this in there and rotate it up. And then drop it. That's exactly what it was for. Put the other leg back on, so he kind of has this running sort of look. So yeah, it seems that there's lots of combinations. The shoes don't come off, but I know that with the arms here, it's a very adorable little hand, so tiny. The hands come off, boop. And then those other hands, you have the open hand. See if I can, there you go, pull it back a bit. You have sort of like a handshake. How are you doing? You have a fist. Is this meant for holding this? Maybe? Nah. But there is a hole in the top of it, so it suggests that it is for holding something, such as one of the swords. That fits right in there. Da-ba-da. Then the other hand is another one of these, I believe, for his offhand, so that he can hold both of them. That is nice. Let's see, what am I missing? The Ragu rabbit itself here. It doesn't do anything, it just kind of sits there. I think it's pretty well made. The health potion. Pretty tiny. Not sure how he holds that, but I'll find out. His sheathing swords can be connected and disconnected, just like that, so you can put them together and take them apart. And the swords themselves, I asked if you could take them out. Sort of. This is the sword after episode 14, ha 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 ha. Why, Liz, why? Why you don't make it better? And I'm assuming the same is for this one. Although I'm having a little bit of trouble pulling it out. Yep, it's the same. I really hope I didn't just break it. Nah, it goes back in. Show you the other faces one more time. You got an angry sort of face. You have his I'm feeling pretty good today face. And you have his I'm kinda tired and bored, whatever kind of face. On the backs of these you can see that they're open, but that is because of how you take the head apart. The head itself is pretty heavy. What I've seen in videos is that there's this seam along the hair that I can just pull right off, just like this. Now he's got a funny looking hair. And then I can pull this off, and his hair itself is the back of his head. So all I have to do is add in one of these other ones, just like this, and it fits right there, and I can put this back on, and now he's bored. That's how that works, and it has a neck joint on all of them that moves around, although a little sticky at first. I'm sure that'll get better, although it's really nice that it's a little difficult. So let's see, which one do I want? I think I might go for an action pose, so I'll go get that other head. I'm only going to set this at like my desk or something at my computer. Get that in there. Get this in here. Just like that. Now he's angry. He's going to kill you. Because you're... No, he's not going to kill you. He's nice. So I'll go ahead and pop this back in. As far as what I read online, I can definitely see how shiny it is. Really don't mind. I mean, this is my very first one that I've ever bought, so I definitely didn't know what to expect in the first place. I'm very happy with it. I'm the only one that's really going to see it, so get his legs back in. I think I want an action pose, so I want to change out one of his legs. Not that much. I want the thing to come out with it. There we go. And I'll get the bent leg as soon as I find it. It's back here. Stop looking. That's just weird. Put this in here. Oh. And there is a peg in there that attaches right to this, although this doesn't appear to swivel, so he can't lean forward. His head's about to fall off again. I accidentally pushed it. As a 3D animator myself, I definitely know how poses work. Or I'm definitely getting to where I can. Let's see, what position do I want his hands in? I think I'll have him maybe one arm extended outwards. He's reaching for something, although this has to go on that hand. Unless I just put the other hand on, because there's an equivalent opposite to this one. Be reaching out and then holding one of his swords in a bent arm. About like this. Pulling that back. And I think he will have... I'm going to give him his elucidator. That's the wrong hand. But I took your hand. Just like Kirito in episode 10 that was on just the other day. It'll respawn though, don't worry. Don't worry. Goes right back in. Look, your hand's back. Oh no, there was a glitch in the game. Your right hand spawned on your left arm. That's too bad, now we have to cut it off again. Can you tell that I'm having fun? So this arm seems to be a little hard to put in. It's at a weird angle. It's not quite sticking very well, so I'll push it just a little bit harder. Jumping this way. Yeah, this arm is falling out like nobody's business. I can't put this one in because that's backwards. So maybe I will go with a straight arm. That's a shame. His bent arm just doesn't stay in. I will give him this straight arm here. Of course, this is his right arm, but you know, whatevs. Whatevs. Nope, his elbow is bent the wrong way. Glad I'll be editing this video. See, this arm has a nice hand on it that's pointed outwards. That's really nice. That I keep dropping. These things are a bit small. Would you like me to get a ruler out? Here is his arm. His whole arm is about an inch. So obviously, this looks fun, and it is. Just take some time though. Beware. Look at the little ballerina. And then the other arm, which I said was this one, which is his left arm. Haha. Let's get this one. Not in here. No, I wanted. Yeah, I want this hand. Oh, this arm. No, Asuna. No, Sashi, come back. No. Oh, the feels. The feels. Juicy. I have a health potion. I can eat this rabbit later. So then, let's see, his sheathing swords. Those go onto his back. I'm assuming that on his back here, there are 2 holes. Yeah. There are 2 holes on his back. I'm assuming that this bottom one is for the pose stand, and then the top one is for his cases for the sword, which is called a sheath, I believe. Carefully put him down. Just take this out. See him putting these together now. And placing that on the back. There we go. I'm a little disappointed at how hard that was to get in there, but it looks nice once you get it in. So now we've got a nice little pose. Let's figure out this little stand here. It seems it has lots of peg holes in it, to which I can place this in. So let's say if I put it in the back one. These poses seem more delicate than I would have imagined. And my arm is a little funky, so I'll set him down carefully so I can use my other hand. This can bend in several ways, just like this. Although it can't turn very easy. I can turn at the bottom, but I can't turn this one or this one. Oh, but I can turn this. This very last piece at the top turns. So then I can barely reach the hole in his back with this now. I'll hold it all together. Sorry you can't see this. Difficulties. I had to turn it 180 on the x-axis. It's going in. I'm just snapping his neck while doing it. That's disappointing. He's too heavy. He is actually too heavy for this arm. Get a different view going here. If I held him up like this, it just falls straight down the middle joint back here. But it's not tight enough. I see screws, so I can probably tighten that if I had a screwdriver. And then I could get him into some pretty sweet poses, clear up in the air jumping, and have it hold him there like that. Otherwise, I just seem to be balancing him. But if you get it positioned just right, I'm sure that it is very helpful in making him stand up well. I tilted that last one out. Let's see, how's this one? You can kind of see what I've been doing back here now. And so you can get these into lots of poses because, you know, you have lots to choose from. I think I've covered just about everything about this now. Hope I did okay. I noticed that there is some words on the sides here. I see writing that I can't read. And then it goes to SAO project made in China. That is that. I thank you for watching, and see you later. That's about all I have to say. See you later.